So here you can see that we're just doing some basic warm-up. So I'm doing a set of dips as well as just doing warm-up exercises with the band. That way I can get my blood flowing to the muscles we're going to be working today, which is going to be the shoulders, the triceps, and the chest. So here we're doing dips. We're gonna be doing 4 sets of 10 dips. A thing with me you're gonna realize is I do a lot of sets of 4 sets of 10. I have no idea why. I just personally enjoy doing that myself. I feel like it pushes me to my limit. But recently out here I've been including some sets here and there of 15 to 12. I normally do like 4 sets of 10 dips because they're normally intense for me. I trained close to failure here. So yeah, it was pretty intense getting to the last set there. I did not go to complete failure because I do a lot of volume in my workouts. So I save my energy. That way I can do the other exercises as well. Now the thing to remember here is to really feel the muscles working and control the weight all the way down. So even if you're just doing your body weight, you need to control the weight all the way down, control the eccentric, and really feel the muscles working and contracting. Another tip I have for you is when you're doing your dips or any pushing exercise really and you want to focus more on your chest, imagine like you're squeezing the 2 bars in towards each other. So even though they're not going to be moving, if you imagine that you're squeezing them in towards each other, it's going to contract your chest more and you're going to feel a lot more activation in your chest, and it's just going to be that much more effective to build muscle. Now moving on to the second set, we have pseudo planche push-ups. Now if you know me, you know I talk about pseudo planche push-ups a lot. I talk about a lot of exercises, but pseudo planche push-ups, seriously, they're one of the most effective bodyweight exercises you can do in terms of push exercises. I would say they're even harder than one arm push-ups in my personal opinion. I know that's kind of controversial, I guess, for some people, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But for me, I personally find pseudo planche push-ups to be more effective than one arm push-ups because I can feel the contraction more and I feel my shoulders and my chest and my triceps, everything is just more activated for me. So yeah, again, you want to go slow, control the eccentric on the way down and squeeze your chest together if you want to, squeeze your arms together, even though the parallettes are going to be moving. We have the parallettes there just to get more of a weighted stretch in the chest and in the front delt shoulder. So if you have a parallettes and you do pseudo planche push-ups with them, just to get like an extra stretch in the chest. That's the purpose of the parallettes in this particular exercise. Now moving on to set number 3, we have pike push-ups. Now the purpose of these is obvious. We're trying to get some more load onto shoulders to grow the shoulders. So yeah, pike push-ups is an excellent way to do these with body weight exercises only. It's like a compound movement. You're gonna work a little bit more of your chest and your shoulders and your triceps all together at once, but it is mainly a shoulder builder. If you can't do like wall handstand push-ups, these are excellent. We got elevated pike push-ups here. We're doing them elevated onto the bench, and as well as we have the parallettes again for another more of a stretch, more of a weighted stretch on the shoulders. So yeah, now here I might not be doing these perfectly, but I'm doing them good enough. So I don't have like extreme perfect form here because you can see a little bit of a flare in my elbows, but the way my wrists are positioned I think is pretty okay. So yeah, just keep in mind to keep your elbows a little bit more lined up. I'm really trying to focus on contracting my shoulders here. That's probably the reason why my elbows are a little bit more flared, but a little bit of a flare is not a huge deal. You can actually have like a 45-degree angle. So I'm completely fine here in terms of my form, and I'm not really trying to focus on perfect form to perfect calisthenics here. I'm just trying to build muscle with bodyweight exercises. I just wanted to let you know that I have a Patreon I started up recently. We have the $5 tier, which gives you access to the Facebook group for the Q&A, so you can ask me any question about fitness and I will help you out personally. We also have the $15 a month weekly workouts and video tier. So what this is basically is, I'll put it on the screen right now. We're going to be doing weekly workouts and make PDFs for you guys. You can download it directly on your phone, and I will personally make your own workouts along with the video to go with the workouts. And along with the videos, we also have accountability check-ins. So I personally will be making sure you guys are sticking to your workouts. If you're not going to stick to your workout, don't freaking subscribe to this because I will get on to you, bro. Like, you need to stick to your workouts, and I'm going to be there to make sure that you do that. As well as we're going to have some weight loss tips, muscle building tips, general nutrition advice, and the access to the Q&A group again. So yeah, it's an exclusive Facebook group just for my Patreons that I set up on there. So if you guys want access to that, go and check out my Patreon. Sure, you can make progress without me, but don't you want somebody that knows what they're doing and build their own physique at home by themselves, and they know exactly how to do it and give you the same results? So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. Link in the description below or up in the card up here. So moving on to set 4, we're moving immediately into decline push-ups. So these aren't just any ordinary decline push-ups. These are actually upper chest focused decline push-ups. So the way you do these is put your hands closer to your face and do push-ups as if like you're coming down and gonna kiss the floor basically. So don't actually kiss the floor. You wanna keep your neck straight because that's a way you can cheat yourself on the range of motion. These decline face push-ups are a really excellent way to target your upper chest, and it's a really good way to build the upper chest bigger and stronger to look more aesthetic in photos and in general. So in set number 5, we're focusing completely on the triceps. So focus on completely extending your elbows. That way you can feel more of a contraction in the triceps and feel that mind muscle connection going. As always, focus on the eccentric as well, completely controlling your own body weight all the way through a complete range of motion. These principles are super important. That way you can get the most benefit out of your exercise for building muscle. Now the next set, we're doing 4 sets of 10 of 20-pound dumbbell lateral raises. Now this is just an isolation exercise, obviously for the side delts. It's really gonna hammer out those side delts. If you don't have any weights, you can do another exercise on the floor in a plank position, basically doing like side delt raises in a plank position, and it's just gonna be with your own body weight. It's pretty effective. It's not the most effective thing you can ever do for your side delts, but it will work your side delts with only body weight exercises only. So if that's something you're into, check out the video up here in the card. So if you're confused on some of the other exercises that I didn't mention, the sets and reps I did, I've completely forgot to mention that we did 4 sets of 10 of each of those exercises that we just did. So previous exercises where I don't mention the sets and reps, we're doing 4 sets of 10 because I'm doing 4 sets of 10 of each exercise in this video. Reason being is because I kept things simple. I was recording myself and I wasn't really highly motivated to extremely push myself to my limits this day. I was not really looking forward to working out, to be honest. So my philosophy is a good workout is better than no workout. So I consider this to be a good workout because I was training close to failure and I actually hit failure on a couple of sets, not every single set, but I digress. It was still a good workout. Even if you don't feel like working out, you should do something. Now this set, we're doing a band exercise called face pulls. So we're basically pulling the band towards our face and trying to pull it apart. This is a rear delt exercise. It's really going to hammer out those rear delts. So if you don't know where your rear delt is, it's part of your shoulder. It's in the back of your delt. It's basically almost like a pulling muscle, but not really. Like you could do rear delt side lateral raises, not side lateral raises, but rear delt raises for your rear delts. But I decided to do some face pulls because I personally find them effective. I'm using the heaviest band I have, so it's like a 75-pound resistance band. Working out your rear delts really going to give your shoulder that 3D effect. It's going to make it look that much more jacked. A lot of people who even work out don't even train your rear delts. So if you're somebody who's looking for a little bit of an edge, definitely start training your rear delts because it's going to give your delts that 3D look, like I said again, and it's really going to make them pop and look that much better. So in this clip, I hope you can see that my rear delts are activating. You can see in the back of my shoulder there that the muscle right there is activating. Now in this set, we're doing band tricep push downs. Now this is basically a tricep exercise and it's just meant to activate the tricep pretty much. So yeah, that's all this exercise is, trying to build those triceps bigger, better, juicier. And yeah, the only problem with bands is that the resistance is like the highest when you pull it all the way down. So when it's all the way stretched, that's when the resistance is the highest and you don't get really a consistent resistance throughout the entire rep. So that's the only problem I have with band, but other than that, they're a great and fantastic tool. So this next set is really meant to hammer out the triceps. We're doing bench dips here. Now for me personally, I find that bench dips really activate my triceps a lot, especially the way I'm doing them here is kind of like a behind the back tricep extension kind of sort of thing, if you could call it that. But yeah, this is really gonna burn out those triceps and really stimulate them and activate them for more growth, especially once you've already fatigued them, pre-exhausted them. That's when you can hammer them out and get a lot more out of them and go to failure with these. Again, as always, we're doing 4 sets of 10 in this workout. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want me to do a leg day or even a pull day, depending on what you guys want to see. I will do it. Just doing a little bit of a different type of content, trying to bring some more variety to the channel. I might be doing some more vlogs in the future, some different other types of content coming up. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're new again. This has been Kevin Smith from newageworkout.net. See you guys later.